Alright, we're back for episode 12 of the Let's Play series, and this one we're gonna, we're gonna get 600,000 gold in this episode. So we did fairly well with defenses, 5 defenses in the last day and a half, and 2 stars, 2 trophies. We're not gonna attack him because 37 is really low. We actually took 3rd place in our silver tournament, so it means we're gonna go up to gold to silver. Collect our upgrades. Over the last day, I upgraded the taverns and the farms a little bit and collected. So you can see we have a wave done. Got to add troops in there. So these are just placeholder troops right now. It's not really going to matter what we put in there. You can't do too much with just 4 slots. So now we're going to go off. We need to get 600,000 to upgrade our throne room. We have no gold, so we have to search on the leaderboards. Go ahead and attack him just because we need the gold. 44,000, pretty good. We're going to be looking for a little bit more. It is, middle of the day, about 1 Pacific Standard Time here. So the loot should be fairly decent. So it's pretty much just going to be all knights mostly. If we find a base that's going to require a different strategy, I'll let you know why. So we have a whole bunch of knights, so I'm going to bring out a couple archers so they can shoot over the knights. Because like I said in other videos, you can't have like 10 knights behind each other and then they all can attack. Only the first couple can attack because they have to actually physically be next to the target. So you don't want to have a whole army of 40 or 50 knights because then only 5 or 6 will be able to actually hit the building. So you can see very easy. We're going to win with 55 seconds left or so. Keep spawning troops so then you can help unlock your achievements. So we'll probably take any battle that's over 40,000. Like I said, we're going to try and get to 600,000 in 2 episodes. Will be broken up into 2 15-minute blurbs. So 42, very nice, and it's also got 133 trophies, it look like. And you always want to use your spells in the beginning because they'll come back as you are going forward. You can see my Hammer Strike is already off cooldown, and my Firestorm is already off cooldown again, so I can use it. Like I said, don't be stingy with your spells. So we have a nice troop size there. Hopefully they don't die to the bomb. I'm going to go ahead and go forward because there's no point. By the time I get back to the tower, all those knights will have killed the tower, so it'll be a wasted a couple seconds there. So you gotta, think on your feet, plan ahead. So now I'm gonna start bringing out more knights because a lot of them have died to spike and splash damage. I'm gonna touch the corner here to kill some of the archers, and then also wait for my sword rain to come on cooldown, off cooldown. And then I'll just constantly bring out more knights. And again, we'll win this fight fairly easily. We're going to go and kill the side towers to help get the medals so we can try and win some free gems for the daily tournament. So we got 127 medals and 40,000. Pretty good. Gained 20 trophies. I don't know what trophy range we're at right now, but we're still getting decent loot. We're only at 1,000. So you can see you can still get fairly good loot at 1,000. So we're going to go and attack this guy. 46,000. So I'm going to bring out one paladin there because I was afraid his spikes might be a little bit strong. So I wanted to have one paladin out there so they would target the spikes because the knights don't target the spikes. So the knights would have just ran over it. But his spikes weren't strong at all, so they died in about 2 hits. Hammer strike and a firestorm killed it. But it is always better to be safe than sorry. As you can see, all these guys are going to take a lot of damage because of the spikes up here, and there's really nothing I can do about it. Killed it as fast as I can. They didn't take that much damage because he actually hasn't upgraded his spikes, which is a very big plus for me. So if he would have upgraded his spikes, he probably would have done about 50% damage to most of those knights. And again, I'm going to go and take out the spikes. So like I said, if he upgraded his spikes, he probably would have had most of the knights dead right there after the second spike batch. And that's why upgrading your stuff is very, very important, especially your defenses. You have to start saving, 700,000, a million in gold, and you need a strong defense to protect your gold. Otherwise, people are going to raid 70, 100,000 from you. So right there, we've already got 130,000. We have this done. The wave is done. So we'll go ahead and upgrade the wave again. And we'll go and attack. 17, no good. We'll do 41,000 here. So hopefully we can find 100 or 150,000 raid, somewhere in that range. That would be really cool and really helpful. Because like I said, we need 600,000. Our farm supply should be good. We have max silo, which was 800, thanks to the hero package. And our farms are all full. So I actually should go and collect them after this fight so they can start producing again. Even though it's only going to be a couple food here and there, every little food definitely helps. So you see this guy has better spikes. His spikes took out quite a bit of my knights. So that's going to be the one thing that I want to take care of is the spikes up there. So you can see the knights are all dead thanks to the spikes and the arrow towers he had. But we still have a minute and 10 seconds. And he didn't have any paladins in his troop formation, which is really bad for him because as you saw, all those knights died to one sword rain. So those were just worthless troops. He needed to have some paladins in there, and same thing right there. A fire spell and a hammer strike took out all his troops. You need to have paladins in your troop formation. Those are vital because they have so much life and they're resistant to the arrows, and that's what the sword rain is. It's an arrow move, piercing. So 40,061 medals. So we should be up to about 160 now. I'm going to go collect the farms so they can start replenishing. So we'll skip over that. We're looking for 40,000 plus. See, there's a nice one, 70,000. So, it covers all those skips that we just did, all the nexts. Because those nexts are now costing 525 per next. So they are getting a little costly. And this guy has a very weak defense. As you saw, one firestorm and a hammer strike just tore through that. You gotta take out the spikes though, because those will do a lot of splash damage. This is the one thing you have to worry about is whenever you see someone with a big amount of loot, um, there is a chance that they could be fairly strong. But most of the time they're not in this low level trophy range. Once you get up into about the 2000s, if you see someone that has a lot of money, like 80 or 90,000, there's a good chance that they're going to be a fairly tough opponent, and so you're going to have to use a lot more strategy, and possibly not defeat his whole base. And you have to kind of plan for that. So higher up, you are thinking about how to optimize your loot. And if someone's got like 90,000, but it looks fairly hard, and it looks like you might only be able to get 25 or 30% before you die, or you have to use scrolls, it'd probably be a lot better just to go after a 60,000 base that you can get 100% of it. So again, we're at 230 now. Here's another one. So this one, he has paladins, which is a lot better. He's going to be tougher, it appears. But still, we should have no problem. As you see, we've beaten everyone within, like 30 seconds remaining of the match. So at this stage, it's really an offensive game. There's not too much strategy involved because people don't have good defenses. You can just mow down them with knights and a couple of archers here and there. You don't even need the archers. It's just nice because that whole bunch, that swarm of knights, the ones in the back can't attack. So I like to put some archers in there so that they can attack when they're all bunched up back there. So the low-level gameplay is really, really fun at this stage because there's really not much thinking involved. It's just go, 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 attack, attack, spam your spells, and you're going to win lots of gold and medals. You can easily climb up the leaderboards in the daily tournaments with just simple knight strategy. As you can see, we're going to be first place in our daily tournament after this, and we're probably going to have like 400 medals or so already, and probably the next person will only have like 200 because our tournament just started at the start of the video. So it's been going for about 10 minutes, and now we already have probably close to 400 medals. And at the low daily tournament range, you can pretty much win a tournament with having 2,000 medals. Not until you start getting up into the I want to say the gold tournament, where it's 2-day tournament, that you need about 3,000 or 4,000 to win. And then when you get up into the platinum or the diamond one, it's a 3-day tournament, and you need a lot more medals there to win. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here in our leaderboard. So yeah, so we have 411. The second person already has 351, which is surprising actually, because it's only been going for 15 minutes. But you can see we are fairly far out ahead, and winning this tournament is going to get us 45 gems, which is going to be really nice. So that's going to be it for this part of the episode. So we got halfway there. We got 300,000. So in the next part, after I upload this, we're going to need to get another 300,000. Let me see if I can upgrade anything real quick here. I can upgrade the taverns. Only going to take 7,000 from us, so it's not a big deal. We'll upgrade 2 of them. Like I said, we're saving 1 builder for our throne room. And that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to upload it and then start the next part of the series. And like I said, we're halfway there, so we, doing good.